Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf Plays The Dragon Disciple, where I am here in the Borderlands with Norworth Coln the Castellan, and let's see what he needs me to do next after the kobolds. Good work with those kobolds, Pineleaf. Very good indeed. Yes, I can tell you'll be a great help in defending the keep. There's certainly no shortage of things for you to do. Okay, so what's next after this? Bugbears have been ambushing trade caravans in the area, looting their goods and dragging the merchants away as captives. Speak with Varka Goldring about what you can do to make the road safe again. Okay, I'll speak to Varka about stopping those bugbear bandits. Because today is alliteration day, apparently. Another one! Another caravan destroyed by those big brutes. Oh, I thought you said another adventure ruining your day or something like that. And that's only the half of it. They've taken more captives. Oh, those poor souls doomed to spend their lives as slaves to those foul bugbears. This poor woman's husband is one of them. Oh, we can't just sit here and let it happen. We need to strike back. Will you do this, stranger? Will you give those bugbears what they have coming to them? Yes, okay. So, what's a bugbear? Oh, what's a bugbear? It's a great big mass of muscles covered in thick fur, topped off with pointy ears, and meaner than a sack full of angry cats. Kin to the goblins, they tell me, though they smell even worse. So, why are the bugbears attacking caravans? To rob them, of course. Were you dropped on your head as a child? Don't mind me. It's just that these attacks make me so angry. Truth be told, there was once a time when our caravans could travel the valley in peace, and the monsters stayed up high in the mountains. Then the cult showed up and made their base in the valley. Ever since then, their monster servants have been attacking us day and night. I see. Well, so what do you need me to do? Kill the bugbears? Those brutes drag their captives back to the bugbear caves in the Caves of Chaos. Head right over there and get rid of those bugbears and free the captives if you can find them. Oh, and I do hope that they're still alive. Okay, fine. I will go to the bugbear caves and I'll find this poor woman's husband and let us head out. Most likely I won't normally be spending time outside and going through the wilderness in order to get to the dungeon, but I will be doing it for the early ones here because the early dungeons are rather short. So we have time in which to do some travel through the wilderness. When the dungeons start to get longer, I definitely won't have time for that. Probably will then just pop right in at the dungeon itself. Besides, it'll give us a little chance to see what the wilderness is like. And maybe I could learn how to time my bites a little bit better. Because right now, that bear went down pretty quickly. Okay, now I gotta see the bugbear bandits. They'll be up this way when we be entering the Caves of Chaos again. Nice to have that little arrow there to go at us. Oh. And for you. There we go. Thing is about level 1, there isn't much in the bite at level 1, it looks like. 1d4 piercing damage per character level. Yeah. No wonder it's doing piddly damage. Well, the main thing here is to get to the Caves of Chaos, and I'll summon the cleric.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the Caves of Chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Good thing I remember to pull out those boots of feather falling. Whee! So those bugbears are somewhere up in this direction, it looks like. I'm so used to doing them all at once, going into a circle and doing all 7 of those first 7 adventures all in one swoop. Here we go. Bugbear Bandits. Now, I'm not going to start this adventure way down in hit points, but let's summon the cleric. I mean, that's why I hired her in the first place, right? Okay, so let's get that into there. We have remove fear, bless. Well, I guess we could take a bless. I always forget to ask the cleric for buffs and the like, so I'm pretty sure you'll see me forget that quite often.
As you walk deeper into the cave, you hear deep, guttural voices in the distance. The stout iron lock on this door looks as though it would be impossible to pick.
Especially considering that I'm not particularly good at picking locks. I mean, I'm a monk, not a rogue or artificer.
You notice a small iron key in the corner of the room.
Okay, there we go. I'm so used to having more tools available to me because right now level 1, so all I have is this bite and nothing else here. That'll be full of breath weapons eventually, but that'll take time to accumulate, several levels worth. So I need to head back here. We have a locked door and we have a key. Could they be connected?
The iron lock creaks as it opens. You hear hurried footsteps approaching.
Oops. Really? Okay, well, this of course is another non-pickable lock.
The image of a small silver key is embossed on this surprisingly well-crafted lock.
They just happen to put... How do I tell
the smell of
it?
meat cooking wafts tantalizingly down the corridor.
Here's my question is, how does an image... If they have an image of a small key in there, how do I know what material it's made out of? I mean, silver or iron in an image, you're probably not going to tell the difference from one or the other. I mean, yeah, if you're holding it...
You notice the
Maybe.
glint of silver in the far corner of this chamber.
Okay, 1 silver key. I suppose if I'm familiar with silver, I could hold the key when I have the key itself. But from the image, how do I tell it's a silver key instead of an iron key or a... well, some other metal that has that grayish tone to it. Oh, yeah, here we are.
As the first lever is pulled, the crystal above it flares into life.
Alright. Let's see, let's go this way. Let's open the door.
As the silver lock clicks open, you hear the muffled voices of bugbears ahead.
Well, then we'll have to bash him down. Head out this way. Oh, somebody in... I was told to rescue some people, right? This must be the people to rescue. There you go. Second crystal.
As the second lever is pulled, you can hear the rumble of the sealed door sliding open.
We'll get back to that after we rescue the prisoners.
As the door opens, you see several humans in chains crouching against the walls.
Okay. Number 3. Number 4, we will look all about for additional prisoners. Let's see if anything could be useful you found around here. Well, we found bugbears who are not particularly useful. I am going to need to work on my balance skill, that's for sure. Actually, have I put anything in any of these? I feel like, I guess it's the thing about being level 1. My search skill certainly isn't all that great. Let's see, what are my skills? Balance 5. I mean, that's actually a pretty good balance for this level. Concentration 7, diplomacy 4, strength 4, let's see. Jump 4, spellcraft 4, swim 4, yeah. Well, open the door. More
Huddled
prisoners.
humans dressed in rags flinch away from the door as you open it.
Okay, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, we finished that list. And then the enslaved merchant. It's a miracle! Those green goons attacked my caravan and dragged us all in here. We thought we were doomed to a life of slavery until you came along. Well, you're free now. Head back to the keep. You'll be safe there. There you go. And that takes care of the slaves. So let's now... Too bad I can't get you to do a search for it. Well, at some point, I might have to find something to do in order to get that search up. Maybe no, I don't have UMD, so yeah, probably not going to be able to do anything searching. My search skill is going to be bad, I think, all throughout this character. How did I do it in the previous? Oh, I would love it when I get those breath weapons. And apparently, when I am getting tired of this. Wait, am I sure I put points into that balance skill? I think this is...
As you open the door, a massive bugbear growls and attacks.
Well, this is just the start of it. Well, hopefully...
As the chieftain dies, you notice a small ornate key on the table in the far corner of the room.
Oh, that was the chieftain! Somehow I thought I was going to a shrine or something like that by coming this way. Shows you that I have not memorized the layout of this dungeon completely. If I was still thinking this was a... That was a side
The door
place.
to the treasury opens with a satisfying click.
Okay. Ring of spellcasting. Yeah, right. Ooh, an ethereal ingot. That'll come in very, very handy when I get to 2nd level. And at least I can make whatever weapon I want. Like a scepter, perhaps. And an ethereal scepter would come in handy. But I won't be able to use that till I hit level 2.
The large rusty lock on his chest looks like it could be picked.
It could be picked. Unfortunately, I have no skill in doing that. Now, I did notice either in my shared storage or in my reincarnation storage, there was a few, let's see, bells of opening, but I decided best not to have that. That it's probably best to try to see how far I can get on my own before relying on things like that. Actually, anything in there that I will be able to actually use? Holy Battle Axe of Keen Edges. Well, that's going to be sold, that's for sure. And Ring of Spellcasting. Well, Concentration 3, that will be useful. Spell Sight, Well, that won't be useful until I start casting spells. I guess I don't have any spells yet. What, do I have to be at least level 2 before I start getting... Well, I think I'm going to need to fix that when I get into town. I have 3 action points now. Now, I spent one of them in order to get the core ability, so that should be fine. But we do have other enhancements that I can get, and I forgot to spend one before I left on that last adventure, which is a real problem. Lesser Draconic Burst. Yes, I should have had that ready for this one. That's the thing that I was missing during that adventure. So make sure I get my Lesser Draconic Burst. And take the time grant you 5 imbued toggles, fire, cold, electric aid, and also power and practice. Yes. Oh no, I need... Oh, that costs 2 action points. Yeah, I guess that would be worth 2 action points. Okay, that's what I'll take. Power practice, that is what I'll take next time. No wonder! The thing I wanted to get, I won't be able to get now until now anyway. Alright, so we will accept this. And I will add them to here. Being able to do the lesser burst is going to be a major step forward for this character. So make sure that I have these into here. And let's see, Lesser Draconic Burst. Now, I said that I will be putting on top the poison. Let's put acid as number 2. We'll put ice on the bottom because that's what I was using last time. Fire is going to be just above that because that was my secondary one. And we'll put electricity into the middle. I think that will make a nice order for all of those. So my default is going to be the poison case. And see if it works. Even though it's showing a purplish haze there instead of there. But as I said before, it's the poison is what's used by the green dragon. That's why I decided to use that one. Now let's go into here and check with Varka Goldring. Ah, you're back! And those bugbears pay the price for their crimes. Good, good. I may actually sleep tonight. Please, have this. You deserve it. Is it anything that I can use? Not this level! Well, let's see. Since I'll be getting a ethereal club for 2nd level, I am going to concentrate on the outfit. Vitality outfit of repair amplification. Repair amplification? Really? Oh boy. Alright, fine. I will use the... I'll take the outfit. Really? And of course, there's this whole thing about the spell. I don't want to forget my spell again. So... what would be the best spells for me to try? Resist energy. That's always a nice one to have around. Because I don't need the Lesser Draconic Burst spell, because I know I probably should have had that equipped last time before I had a Lesser Draconic Burst available. So... how about resist energy? That's always one that's nice to have around. Of course, trying to decide which energy to resist is always a question, but I think it'll work. Oh, it will even work even better if I equip the spell. There we go. We've dealt with kobolds and we've dealt with bugbears. What will the Castellan send us after next? We have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays The Dragon Disciple.